Hello everyone, so this is going to be a new series on my channel called How to V. So there's going to be multiple parts explaining how to use V's kit. So, but if my explanations aren't that good, check out Yonex channel as they do more better explanation. So yeah, but first off, let's, for this part I'm going to be talking about her skate, her graffiti, and phase, okay? Next video I'll go into bumper, because there's a lot to talk about for bumper, and mobile I'll try to include in the bumper. So yeah. So let's talk about the graffiti, aka vandalism. Oh. Yeah, but vandalism. Okay, so this is the thing that lets you skate. Okay, so if I were you, check out some of my content, like my graffiti spot content, so you can see the graffiti spots, because they are pretty good and have helped me win a couple good few rounds. But as usual, check out Yonex channel as they go into a lot more of a better explanation for V. But alright, let's talk about graffiti. Graffiti and skate. So for the graffiti, you want to have it where the killer takes a quick little bit to go destroy your graffiti. So like you're basically like far away from them. So like let's say the killer's right there. I can use skate and they have to get that one. And then you could just skate, like, boom, and then boom. Yeah, and you have stamina left over, and you can recharge that stamina, which is pretty good. So yeah, you can do that. That's a pretty good skate route. At least I do that good route, and it works. So yeah. All right. So for this, for the skate route, for graffiti, make sure the killer can really see it, but when you skate, that's when they can see it. So, well, keep it in a little bit of view, but don't always camp at one graffiti spot. Try to go run over to it, not just stand there, because the killer's just gonna know you have graffiti there. So that wouldn't be very ideal to do. So, and then graffiti spots. Let's just check those out on my channel, because I have like almost every map so far, doing more. So yeah, but in the Azure update, V got nerfed. So lots of the previous videos are outdated. So yeah, that's because of V's shadow nerf. So yeah, Forsaken Depths, you're seeing this unnerf V. But yeah, so the graffiti spot, yeah, just there, and then you can boom, and then you could go bam, 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 and then you're all the way over there. So, alright, for maps, okay? V is map dependent, kinda. Well, she's skill dependent, really. She's skill dependent and map dependent. So, like, let's say a map with a lot of terrain, like this map. Bad. Alright, sure, it might be good for tricking off of, but other than that, it's not that good. Okay? Alright. For the skate, that's the part where you need to focus most on. Skate. Because when you skate, the killer will know that you're gonna skate, which means that the killer will try to expect where you're going, so they might try to counter where you're going by predicting where you're going. So by doing that, you could just, if you have mobile mode on, you can just like move. You could, because it has a lot more sharp, it means that you can do it easier. So yeah, okay, like that. So like, boom, 17 stamina left over. Okay. As you can see, it's a really good skate route. Alright, let's talk about vandalism again. Place it where the killer can see it, kinda, and where they can break it in M1. Do not place it in gaps, as it is bannable. Place it where the killer can see it, but it takes the killer a little bit to go get it. So you have good time. So let's say, here, let me show you my graphics that I would like. So this, okay. So right here, when you're going over here, killer probably won't see it, so you can get over up here and then just boom. You're already gone. Sure. Always keep backup sprays, which backup sprays are like sprays where you here, let's call them emergency sprays. So emergency spray is where you go over to them when you're in an emergency. So like you're being chased and you're really low. Emergency spray. Boom, boom, boom. But be careful, because if you crash into a wall, -5 damage, and or you get 5 damage, and yeah. So just be careful with that. But also, open V. Alright, let's talk about the mobile mode actually. So for the mobile mode, let's talk about phase actually. So phase, it's the mode you immediately start off with. Please try to avoid using it. As you can phase for the killer, sure, it might be good. It only gives speed to 1.25 seconds. And it does give resistance too. That resistance too is not that good. Okay, sure, it reduces the damage, but not everyone against a slasher and you're using phase. They can fucking use gashing wound and you're fucked. So what you should do is please try to avoid using phase and use bumper or mobile. And heck, let's talk about the battery. So battery, most of y'all are aware that battery is V's healing. So really use it when you're like quite low. Like when you're below like 70 HP, it'd be pretty good. As if you're not below 70 HP, you're basically just wasting it, because it'll like, if you're below 70 HP while using it, do not do it, okay? It's not worth it, and after it goes away, you have like barely any time. You have like 70 seconds of removal cooldown until it's gone, so yeah. Just please avoid using phase, okay? Worst mode, also you cannot use medkit, or you cannot use medkit, and you cannot use Elliot's Pizza or Benjamin's Dispenser or any healing items besides that you activate battery. So if I were you, when you're using V, if I were you, I would most definitely, if you have like a medkit equipped, then equip it and then skate over to a teammate that might need it, because you literally cannot use it. But yeah, just try to use mobile or bumper. But tomorrow I'll be making a video about the bumper. So yeah, thank you so much for watching it. Yeah, thank you. Alright, bye.